those eyebrows.
They look good. You have nice eyebrows now, Martin.
Are you gonna do another beer bomb?
Sink, no matter what, sink.
Oh, I'm the Andy.
Jesus.
This movie was a gorgeous mess, and I hate myself for saying that. Rise of Skywalker was a satisfying mess of a film. It was everything I wanted it to be, but not in the way that I wanted it to be, if that makes sense. It was so very clearly just a huge, and I don't want to get into spoilers here, but I kind of have to go into mild spoilers. So if you don't want to know anything before you watch this movie, click away. Basically, Last Jedi never happened, pretty much, in this movie. They pretty much retcon the whole thing. It's Rufio XC. Hello?
Hello, Martin. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just getting ready. What are you up to?
Well, I'm actually just recording my Rise of Skywalker review right now.
Oh, congratulations on my video.
Yeah, well you will be now.
How's it going?
Good. It's good.
Alright. Remember, guys, don't eat the poo-poo. Don't eat the poo-poo.
Yeah, don't consume Disney shit.
No. Enjoy.
What do you-
Like and subscribe, guys. My best friend Martin. He has the latest content on new movies and old movies. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.
But anyway, this video is going to be mixed with a vlog because I kind of just want to drop the movie reviews and just focus on the vlogs because I enjoy that stuff a lot more. But yeah, as I was saying before, Mr. Rufio XC so rudely interrupted me. Rise of Skywalker was a beautiful mess. There were things that I really loved about the movie and there were things that I really did not like about the movie. It's just a bit of a convoluted mess, and you can tell straight away J.J. Abrams just wants to undo everything that was done in The Last Jedi, which I said it to my mates when we came out of the screening. The movie was practically like if JJ shoved his version of episode 8 into 30 minutes in the first 30 minutes of this movie and then put his version of episode 9 in. And for the most part, the movie was satisfying, but not to the point where it was something like on the level of Avengers Endgame, where you had these they were going for these like fist pump moments, like cheering in the crowds, and it just didn't have that same kick and effect that Endgame quite had. And it's really sad, unfortunately, for that type of stuff. It really bums me out, but for the most part, look, it's a very average film, and it pains me so much to say that because this is meant to be the conclusion to a 40-year saga, and it's just a bit like, while I enjoyed the movie, ultimately it was pretty underwhelming, disappointing. There are a few aspects that I really, really love. The ending scene in particular, I really, really dig that. Dig the messages of it. It was just, you can so clearly tell they weren't aiming, they had no idea where this trilogy was going. Like, honestly, like, ask anyone what the story of the sequel trilogy is, and no one will be able to tell you. Because everything they set up in The Force Awakens is thrown out the window in The Last Jedi, and then they try and fix it all up again because of all the backlash. And I just don't know how to feel about this movie. Like, it's pretty average. I enjoyed aspects of it. Like I said, there are some bits in it that I really, really loved. Adam Driver and Daisy Ridley are phenomenal actors. Like, they're great in their roles. They capture the essence of Star Wars and what that is perfectly, I reckon. But it's just so hard because I've defended, and you guys know this, I've defended these new movies, but now that this trilogy is out, it just hurts. The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi are so much more because I love Force Awakens. Like, I gave it a 5 out of 5 in my review, and now it just hurt. Like, this movie just, I was just like, I don't know. I feel like this movie should have been, the first half should have been JJ's episode 8, and then the rest of it should have been episode 9, and it would have been pretty well good trilogy. But because it's so messy and choppy, and it's just so strung together, it's a fast-paced movie, which I like, snaps into gear straight away, and it's great, it's fun. The action scenes, the soundtrack, the visual effects, it's all good, but at the end of the day, it was just a very, like, it's not a bad movie by any means, but it's just very disappointing and very average, and it pains me to say it because J.J. Abrams is one of my favourite filmmakers, and you can probably, like, obviously the stress of having to conclude a 40-year spanning saga and then obviously try and fix all the mistakes from the last movie. It's just an average film for me, and it kills me to say it because I still love this franchise, but it's gonna be 3 out of 5 for me. This review is a little bit different to my regular ones. I've kind of chucked this into the vlog style stuff. I want to do more of that as opposed to the more scripted fake movie reviews where I'm just sitting down. Anyways guys, if you enjoy this type of stuff, let me know down below in the comments, and as always, if you want to check out my Instagram, it's linked down in the description along with my Facebook. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and until next time.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.